So what is up, guys? Welcome to an Am I Meta remastered for Scorpina's Nerf. Without further ado, let's get started and start talking about this character's nerfs. So with Scorpina's Nerf, we, have a little bit more of a balanced diet of a character, and by that, Scorpina finally doesn't do as much as she used to, but now she requires a little bit more skill. And like any other character that gets nerfed, they will require skill. So again, that's like another thing. So you can tell that boomerang move is slow as crap, which it's supposed to be as part of the update. So he had nothing but breakers and shields, so obviously I try to capitalize with breakers. I mean, still the best thing about Scorpina was she has double breakers, like a interesting, better version of Guile at the end of the day. You usually try to go for certain moves here. You try to get that in, and you can't get it because it's not as fast like it used to be, because now there's reaction time on it. So that's the only nerf to the character in general. So again, we're pretty much spamming middle. Still, like, nothing's changed about Scorpina. We're looking out for Ranger Slayer here. Do a little pop-up. I think Udana Assist does this character some justice here. You can do a lot with it, and that just really shows how much the character can still put in some interesting work. So we try to go for the 8 damage on this one, just to add up, so Connor can kill. So bada bing bada boo, Scorpina still has some of her combo attack. But yes, Scorpina definitely went through the nerf hole, which is good. Now she's like a little bit more on the balance side of things. She's not as OP. Now she's like a balanced epic character that you can still use and possibly get some victories. It just depends how you play it. That was 15,000 worth of damage. That is a nice middle slot. But we're going to add some damage of our own. Backdash, back in, backdash, back in. Let's go. There we go. We got the shield in. And then we're going to pop him up again. Get some more breaker damage in. Kind of go wait this out just a tiny bit, try to use my shield on that, but I couldn't. So he's got nothing but a 5, so he had no time to waste. He could have wasted his shield if he wanted to and added some damage with that movie Kim. That's obviously a given. So again, I got my breaker boomerang here. I'm going to try to poke out some damage here. Bam. Or I just go for my breaker since she's kind of waiting me out, even though that breaker is like slow. And poison plus the 792, you can end matches. Kind of still with Scorpina. So still, Scorpina, it looks like she can still put in work, but it's not like OP work. It's more like, oh, if she released like this, yeah, we would call that balance, and that's fine for this character because she still has double breakers, and double breakers are always a nice icing on the cake most days, depending how fast the breakers are or how efficient they can be without the use of a primary slot. Lord Dragon's a different case because he uses his strike slot to combo off his breakers a little bit more. Scorpina just needs her middle slot to do middle slot things, and that's what Scorpina was always known for, a middle slot whore. Anyway, so we're fighting, Tyson here, and he's got nothing but breakers and breakers, really, so I can capitalize that depending on the match. So there you go. Tyson beats out that move, back dashes. He really could add some more damage with that 5-cost breaker. Now we're going to use Tommy when we get a chance. Kind of wait to see what he does. If he's stuck with his breakers, we capitalize, add some Udana icing on the cake, and there was a 7,000 crit there with Udana assist. So a little bit of a hint for you guys. Like, honestly, the character really just knows. Just really depends on the player, really. I mean, most of this game really depends on the player. That's about all I can tell you. I mean, if you ain't good, you ain't good. If you're trash, you're trash. I mean, that's just how it is. But Scorpina can still put in some work at the end of the day because she's Scorpina. She knows what she wants to do in a matchup, so you try to go for those types of settings. Bam, bam, bam. We got some damage in with that 5-cost. You know what's so funny? That was the one thing I said about Scorpina. Just nerf the breaker to 5 and then it won't be as broken anymore. And I was right. Like I said, just make it a 5. And lo and behold, look, it's a 5. The way to balance it was to make that a 5, so at least it's not so freaking spammy, But as you can see, look, I'm losing more energy because it costs 5, so it takes a little bit longer to build some combo meter. So he rushes me pretty well. I take this big-ass hammer to the face. Try to Tommy it. We get it, but she got me. So we use the breaker again because she looks like she didn't have options. Udana to help build up that momentum. Bam, bam. Just to do this attack again. So Udana with the Scorpina is like really solid to me due to the fact that you have lots of chances to build up that oomph. And that's actually a really good thing. I blocked that for a good reason, so my last attack would hit. That's called playing with skill, people. So to me, the best build for Scorpina now is definitely going to be Zanaku and Udana. Zanaku due to the fact that Scorpina does have 2 shields. So Scorpina can profit off Zanaku a lot. Like a lot. And if you want to go double breakers, you could. It depends on what your opponent's moveset is. So I'm going to waste my shield here because I didn't need it. So we're going to go for some boomerang action. This guy's using double breakers. So that's not good in my favor besides the fact that I do have double breakers, but seeing how his moveset is prepped, I have a little bit more of the option. See, try to block Zanaku. Zanaku's nice because Zanaku gets you out of those types of assists that like feel like they're getting wind up, but it's not like enough. So again, we go for that breaker. Bada bing, bada boom. Add some damage. Put some freeze on that so we can continue this combo. But bam, and there you go. You're just adding up the damage. You just have to use different assists, and you'll feel like you're playing old Scorpina again. Bam, cut him. I just went for the full idiot because I know I could, because I really had options for that, if I can be honest with you. That's a block, and that is a laser beam to the face. So at the end of the day, yeah, Scorpina is nerfed, but again, it comes down to the player's skill level to playing with a nerfed character like it comes to Adam. Scorpina is no different. She can still play the way she does. You just have to do extra steps. It's not like one-step wonders of the world. You have to do some extra things. That's about it. Alright, we're getting hit by some old school Reader. See, Reader's actually really good because she has a 2-cost strike, so she can beat out a lot of Scorpina's breakers, which is always a good thing. So we're going to use Zanaku here. And he thought that would go through, but no, that's the beauty of Zanaku. Kind of saves you there in the long run. I waste my shield because I have to see where this match is going. Backdash. Bam, I know he wasted all of his energy, so I'm able to go full idiot. So he's going to have it all back while I'm recharging a little bit. But I still have my 3-cost shields if it comes down to it. Don't ever forget. Rita has 3-cost shields, but Scorpina still has ways to backdash out of that shield after a mistake. So she has like little profit priorities there. But here's the 4-5. See? Still the same Scorpina, just a different setup for the damage on how it will figure on output and timing. So we're going to use Zanaku here. Then we're going to scoop him, and that's going to blow him up for game. Again, a shield plus that equals game, because if she did the claw, she would die. If she did the strike, she would die. Either way, that's how you kind of win with Scorpina now these days. But thanks for watching, guys. Y'all be good. Y'all stay safe. And that's how the cookie crumbles for Scorpina, still being what she used to be, a good character.